Alright guys, I'm going to show you quickly how to use the Expert platform. So when you first log in, you're going to see this screen. Just go to choose your sport, which you may only have NFL, but if you do have to choose, just click there. Along the top here are all the different kind of rankings you can do. So this is your redraft rankings, this is week 1 rankings, which probably aren't even up yet. Dynasty rankings, this is prospects, which now that we're past the draft, it won't matter anymore. Mock draft was also pre-draft, and then best ball rankings. So right now we're doing dynasty rankings. They only give you PPR, which is fine because that's all I ever post anyway. So PPR rankings, you're going to click on that. Obviously, here's where you're going to do your rankings. You're just going to move them up and down. You can actually import a CSV file if you already have it in an Excel sheet. Or if you wanted to, you can actually export the rankings from Fantasy Pros, edit it in an Excel file if it's easier, and then you can import it in here. But I just do everything in here. Right now, I've only got rookie rankings that are posted. So if you wanted to just get your rookie rankings up, go ahead and just go to rookies. As you can see on the rookies, I've got them in tiers already, and I've also added notes to the side. So you can do that as well. You can do it for pretty much every position. Now, when you do your rookie rankings and you're added to the consensus, obviously your notes will not show up in the consensus, but they will show up if you do your own article with your own rankings, which I'll show you how to do in a second. So obviously you go through here, change your rankings however you want, add tiers, add notes, whatever you want to do. Once you've finished, you think you're good to go, you can click publish. And it'll usually, if you change anything, it'll automatically check some of these boxes, but if you don't change anything, you just got to check it again. So I'm going to hit publish rankings. It's telling me I don't have these guys ranked, but it's fine because this is just in my regular rankings and I'm just doing rookies right now. So it'll give you some warning sometimes. If you get a player that's on IR or something, they'll show up like this player is ranked, but he's on IR. So there's some warnings here, but no big deal right now. I'm going to hit publish, and then you're going to hit widget code. Now, if you're just loading for consensus and you're not doing your own article, you don't need the widget code because I have access to everyone's rankings right here. If I go to staff rankings, I can look at everyone's rankings and put them in a consensus. But if you want to make your own article at it, this is where you create your widget. So there's a couple different ways to do it. So table, which is checked right now, is just your basic, your rookie name, your position, ECRs, expert consensus rankings. So this is what Fantasy Pros has everybody ranked at, and this is your ranking versus the expert's consensus. And then if you put any notes, it would be here. So that's how it looks if you do the table form. Now, if you go to article form, which is if you're just doing it by yourself, it's going to show up like this with the pictures next to them. It actually should show, oh yeah, I gotta click on rookie. So yeah, when you do article form and you put notes, it's going to show up like this, which looks really nice. So if you're doing just an article by yourself with your own rankings, you can do article form. I leave all these checked, so don't worry about doing this. Custom height, custom width, don't worry about that. Links to the mock draft, you can leave that. If you want to limit how many of your guys show up, you can limit it there. Like if you're doing a top 50 or a top 100 or whatever, you can limit your rankings. You can change the standard format to PPR, especially if you're doing multiple redraft rankings where you have PPR, half point PPR, and standard. This will be whatever it defaults to. You'll have links, to switch it in when your final version is done, but this is where it'll default to. I wouldn't change any of the widget colors for the headings and such. You can just leave that the same. And then this is what actually is going to show up. So if you were just doing rookie rankings like I've been doing, you want to uncheck overall. And then once you've got your settings the way you like it, click generate. And now you can see that these are my rookie rankings. There's no tabs for anything else, no tabs for PPR because I didn't rank anything else but PPR. And then once you have that, we have to use the iframe version. The JavaScript version is much nicer because it allows you to do a bunch more things and it doesn't create like an extra window. Unfortunately, the mobile version of my website will not recognize JavaScript, so I have to use the iframe embed code. Eventually, what I'll do is when we get into the season or get closer to the season, I'll create a page and then we can start using JavaScript because it'll recognize it on a page, but it won't recognize it in an article. So once you have your iframe embed code, you just copy that and then you're going to paste it into your article under the text version, which if you're not sure how to do that, I can show you. But that's it. That's all you got to do. Once you've pasted it, your stuff will show up just like this in your article. and then you just do your SEO and you can publish.